Well, it's been 3 weeks since the tranquility of the small community of Lac-Mégantic was shattered by the explosive derailment of a train carrying crude oil. The center of the town was obliterated, and 47 people lost their lives. Today, the town mourned collectively with a church mass attended by several thousand people and watched by many more on television. Global's Aalia Adam was there and has this report.
David Baudouin Lacroix, Alicia Benioche, Bianca Benioche.
One by one, 47 names were read out loud. Names of people whose lives were taken in such a tragic way exactly 3 weeks ago when a train derailed and devastated the small town. Today, the community was given their first opportunity to collectively honor the victims. In a heart-wrenching ceremony, thousands gathered in and outside the St. Agnes Church, just steps away from where the train exploded.
Que s'est-il donc passé ici chez nous, à Lac-Mégantic?
They listened to the comforting words of parish priest Steve Lemay as he spoke of the future of the town, the strength and hope it carries with it. Music echoed from the church out into the streets where people from all over the province watched the ceremony in silence, many overcome with emotion. But firefighters and first responders received the loudest applause from the crowd. Edith Langlois was forced out of her home the night of the explosion. She's been walking around with a heavy heart for weeks and says today she was finally able to release her emotions.
I cried a lot and I felt good about that.
Many others who attended were simply lost for words. I lost good friends, she explains. It's indescribable what we feel inside. In a town of only 6,000 residents, everyone knew someone affected by the disaster. Chantal Gay knew almost every name she heard, childhood friends, people she grew up seeing every day at work. For me, it was important to be inside the church, she says, to mourn, maybe not to heal, but to mourn with the people I know so well. Many were overwhelmed by the support from outside the town. Pauline was happy to see the outpouring of people and politicians who paid their respects. Prime Minister Stephen Harper was among those who attended.
Still very difficult to fully absorb this when you see all of these families.
Even Premier Pauline Marais became emotional as she reiterated the government's support for the town.
Et moi je leur dis personnellement, nous vous aimons, bon courage.
What makes this day even more difficult is that families didn't get to bury their loved ones. 5 people are still missing. 42 bodies are being held in Montreal as the criminal investigation continues. But perhaps the memorial will be one more step in the town's long recovery. Aalia Adam, Global News, Lac-Mégantic.